Welcome to Manila Updates TV. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Breaking news from Washington, D.C. The president has just signed a landmark $2.5 billion defense bill for the Philippines, marking a pivotal moment in the history of U.S.-Philippine relations. This is more than just a routine policy move. It's a signal to the world that the United States is doubling down on its commitment to its allies in the Pacific. This isn't just foreign aid, it's a bold and strategic commitment to Pacific security, designed to reinforce stability in a region facing growing uncertainty. The move comes as tensions in the South China Sea reach new heights, with territorial disputes and military standoffs becoming more frequent and dangerous. The world is watching closely as the U.S. deepens one of its oldest and most important Asian alliances, sending ripples through diplomatic circles across the globe. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle are calling the bill essential for protecting American interests and ensuring regional stability, emphasizing the bipartisan support behind this initiative. The signing ceremony sent a clear and unmistakable message. The U.S. stands firmly with the Philippines, ready to back its ally in times of need. This aid is meant to strengthen a partner facing mounting pressure on its territory, especially as it contends with increasing incursions and challenges to its sovereignty. The message is clear. Any act of aggression will be met with a unified, capable response as both nations ramp up joint training and military cooperation. This law marks the most significant upgrade to the U.S.-Philippines partnership in decades, building on a long legacy of shared sacrifice and mutual defense. It establishes a multi-year plan to modernize the armed forces of the Philippines, providing advanced equipment, technology, and training to meet today's security challenges. The goal is clear: build a credible deterrent force to defend maritime borders, protect vital sea lanes, and uphold international law in contested waters. For years, the Philippines has been outmatched by its powerful neighbor, with local fishermen and coastal communities feeling the brunt of the pressure. Now, this law aims to level the playing field, giving the Philippines not only the tools and training to stand its ground, but also the confidence to assert its rights. For ordinary Filipinos, it's a moment of hope and a recognition of their daily struggles at sea. The promise of security brings new optimism to families who depend on these waters for their livelihood. The alliance is now defined by concrete action, not just words. Joint exercises, shared intelligence, and coordinated patrols are already underway, turning promises into reality. A new era of regional security has begun, one built on trust, cooperation, and a shared vision for peace and stability in the Asia-Pacific. What does the Philippine Strategic Defense and Modernization Act actually do? Let's break down the details and see why this agreement is making headlines across the region. At its core, the act authorizes a massive $2.5 billion in security assistance over 5 years. This funding is specifically targeted for acquiring advanced defense equipment, providing essential services, and ramping up military training for Filipino forces. But this isn't just a blank check, it's a carefully planned strategic investment designed to address real security needs and foster long-term stability. The law accelerates the much-needed modernization of the Philippine military, helping it move beyond outdated, decades-old equipment and embrace new technologies. It also streamlines the process for acquiring U.S. military hardware, cutting through bureaucratic red tape and making it easier for the Philippines to get the tools it needs, when it needs them. The act mandates enhanced intelligence sharing, allowing both nations to respond more effectively to emerging threats, and calls for more frequent, complex joint military exercises to boost readiness. U.S. technical experts will work closely with their Filipino counterparts, providing hands-on support to integrate new systems and ensure smooth operation of advanced equipment. The focus is on building a modern, interoperable force, one that can operate seamlessly alongside U.S. and allied militaries in the region. This act treats the Philippines as a key strategic ally, not just a junior partner, elevating its role in regional security. Multi-year funding allows for long-term planning, giving the Philippine military the ability to develop a coherent, forward-looking modernization strategy. It sends a clear signal that Washington is committed to being a reliable, long-term partner, not just in words but in action. For Manila, this predictability and support are crucial in navigating a complex and often unpredictable security environment in the Indo-Pacific. Ultimately, the law lays the foundation for a more resilient, capable, and future-ready alliance, one that can stand strong in the face of evolving regional challenges. The $2.5 billion aid package from the United States to the Philippines is more than just a financial commitment, it's a strategic investment in the country's future security and stability. This funding means real, tangible upgrades for the Philippine military, transforming its capabilities across land, sea, and air. A major share of the aid is dedicated to the Navy and Coast Guard, providing new patrol vessels and modern ships to help secure the nation's vast maritime borders and protect its exclusive economic zone. Advanced radar systems and maritime surveillance equipment will be deployed, dramatically improving the country's ability to monitor its waters and close critical blind spots that have long been exploited. The Air Force will benefit from multi-role fighter jets and state-of-the-art surveillance drones, creating a layered defense system that can respond quickly to emerging threats from the air or sea. Powerful anti-ship missile systems will serve as a strong deterrent, giving the Philippines the means to defend itself against larger, more advanced navies in the region. Cybersecurity and secure communications are also top priorities, ensuring that command networks remain protected from cyber attacks and electronic warfare. The package invests heavily in training and education. More Filipino officers will attend U.S. military academies, and specialized instruction for crews will be expanded, fostering deeper expertise and cooperation. The goal is clear: to match cutting-edge technology with highly skilled personnel so that every new system is used to its full potential. This isn't just about acquiring new hardware, it's about building a professional, modern force that can adapt to new challenges and operate at international standards. The investment in people, through education, leadership development, and technical training, will be the most enduring legacy of this aid package, shaping the next generation of military leaders. With these comprehensive upgrades, the Philippines will be better equipped to defend its territory, safeguard its sovereignty, and respond to crises at home and abroad. The alliance between the U.S. and the Philippines is now about building shared capability and resilience, not just shared values or history. This marks a significant leap forward for Philippine defense, a transformation that will be felt for years to come. The timing of this law is all about China's growing presence in the South China Sea. Beijing claims nearly the entire sea, ignoring international rulings and building military bases on artificial islands. Its Coast Guard and maritime militia harass Filipino vessels, blocking access to traditional fishing grounds. The power imbalance is stark. China's navy is the world's largest, while the Philippines has struggled with outdated equipment. This relentless pressure is the main driver behind the new U.S. defense law. Without credible defense, the Philippines faces continued coercion and erosion of its rights. The $2.5 billion package aims to correct this imbalance and raise the risks for Beijing. Diplomacy alone hasn't stopped China's campaign. A stronger Philippine defense is now seen as essential for regional stability. The law is a direct response to daily challenges faced by Filipino forces. It's about giving the Philippines the tools to push back. Nowhere are tensions higher than at 2nd Thomas Shoal, where Filipino Marines hold a rusting WWT-era ship as an outpost. Chinese vessels routinely block resupply missions, leading to dangerous standoffs and even collisions. Water cannon attacks and aggressive maneuvers have escalated, injuring Filipino crews. These incidents have galvanized public and political will in Manila to modernize defense. For Washington, the risk of miscalculation is real. Any escalation could trigger U.S. treaty obligations. The shoal is a microcosm of the broader South China Sea struggle. The new U.S. law is a direct response to these frontline challenges. It aims to ensure Philippine forces are never so easily outmatched again. The U.S.-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty, signed in 1951, is the alliance's backbone. Article 5 commits both nations to respond to armed attacks on either party. Recent U.S. clarifications confirm the treaty covers the South China Sea, putting Beijing on notice. Any attack on Philippine forces could trigger U.S. involvement, a real risk in today's tense environment. The new defense law is designed to strengthen deterrence and reduce the chance of conflict. By building up Philippine capabilities, the U.S. helps its ally counter gray zone tactics. The aim: prevent escalation before the treaty must be invoked. A stronger Philippine military can patrol its waters and push back against coercion. The law reinforces the treaty by investing in peace, not preparing for war. It's about stopping conflicts before they start. The alliance is now more credible and more necessary than ever. The Philippines' geography makes it a strategic keystone in the Indo-Pacific. It sits astride vital sea lanes and forms part of the first island chain, crucial for regional security. Its proximity to Taiwan means it's central to any potential conflict in the region. U.S. access to Philippine bases is vital for deterring aggression and supporting allies. The new defense law and enhanced cooperation are driven by this strategic reality. For the U.S., the Philippines is a critical flank in Indo-Pacific strategy. For Manila, this brings both support and risk, being on the front line of great power rivalry. Navigating this position is the central challenge for Filipino leaders. The alliance is their main tool for managing it. The stakes are high, but so are the benefits of partnership. Geography has made the Philippines indispensable. The alliance is about more than aid, it's about presence and cooperation. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, allows U.S. forces rotational access to key Philippine bases. This isn't a return to permanent U.S. bases, but a flexible, collaborative arrangement. EDCA sites have expanded, with new locations near Taiwan and the South China Sea. The U.S. is upgrading runways, building facilities, and pre-positioning supplies. These sites enable seamless joint training and rapid crisis response. Joint exercises like Balikatan are now larger and focus on real-world scenarios. The new law will integrate modern equipment into these drills, boosting Filipino capabilities. EDCA sites are the logistical backbone of this enhanced cooperation. The result, a more credible, capable alliance ready for today's challenges. Presence, training, and new tech make the partnership stronger than ever. The $2.5 billion defense law is a turning point for Indo-Pacific security. Allies like Japan and Australia welcome it. Beijing condemns it as provocation. The region is entering a more tense but more balanced era. This law is a long-term investment in a peaceful, rules-based order. Empowering the Philippines upholds international law and deters aggression. The goal is stability, not conflict. The alliance must keep adapting, but the foundation is set. The revitalized U.S.-Philippines partnership will shape Asia's future.